Join me for a lower body mobility session, mostly focused on the ankles and the feet. Now, you don't really need any props, but as you can probably see, I'm sitting on a set of blocks here. That can be a really nice option. And I also have a soft foamy for under my knee in case it gets sensitive. So just a few ways to add support to your practice. Otherwise, no props is totally fine. Now at this point, I want you to find a comfy position, anywhere that works. Could be on the floor, on a chair, on a pair of blocks, whatever. And I will stack my right shin on top of my left quad. My hands come just above the ankle, and we'll start by pointing the toe and then flexing the foot. We're just moving through this on your flow of breath, giving a little squeeze at the end range. So when you point, give me a little squeeze, little hold, and then same thing, pull to that flex, little squeeze, little hold. We're almost trying to push deeper and deeper into the ranges of motion. And when I say almost, I mean, yes, we are trying to push deeper and deeper into the ranges of motion. So your body will give you a little bit of a stopping point, and I just want you to try to drive into that a little bit more. Last two. Last one. All right, let that foot come back through neutral. We'll do the same thing, but we'll go side to side. So first thing I want to do is take that pinky, think about pushing it down towards the floor. I'll squeeze, and then I'll take that big toe, think about pulling it up toward the nose, and squeeze. Same thing, just moving side to side, finding the deepest ranges of motion that's possible for you today. I always find these a little bit uncomfortable. You may be the same. And if you do notice any cramping today, know that that's normal. You're always welcome to stop and give yourself a break if the cramp comes up. Keep it moving, keep it flowing. Two more, each direction. Last one each. Okay, let that foot come back through neutral. Wiggle your toes a little bit, whatever you need to do to reduce some of the sensations that are coming up through the shin. Now from here, I want you to spread your toes as wide as you can, and then I want you to curl your toes like you're curling into a fist. So we open, spread, and then we curl to close, finding that fist. Just like before, we're finding those little bit of squeezes on the end range. Five, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, let that right leg come down once again. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the foot, do whatever you need to just reduce those sensations. And we'll do the same little flow on the other side. So if you gotta reset your seat, that's totally fine. I'm gonna spin around a little bit so you guys can see my foot. And let's go. Left shin stacks to right. I'm just holding on just above the ankle. And we'll start with flex. So flex the foot and then point. Same rules apply here, little pauses. Trying to find more range of motion with every rep. And digging out that extra mobility. We're halfway, we got 5 more. Last 3, starting to feel the ankles, start to talk to you a little bit. Right, if you're anything like me, you tend to ignore the feet and the calves. So these sessions are just so important. Last one here. All right. Let that foot come back through neutral. We'll start to spin side to side. So pinky goes down to start. Big toe goes up. Now you may notice differences between each side. It's totally fine. One side is always a little smoother than the other. Just meet yourself where you are today. Work through the ranges of motion that feel good. We always try to drive in for a little more, but if that's not your vibe today, you don't have to drive in. You can just preserve your current range by moving. All right, 5 more to go. Last 2. Last one. All right, little release, wiggle those toes, whatever you need to do, just reduce some of those sensations. And then we'll start with the spreads and the fists. So spread your toes as wide as you can. Think about pulling the big toe away from the pinky and then curl it in like you're making a fist. Open up, spread out, and curl in, make that fist. There we go. Five more to go here. Big as you can, wide as you can. Last 2. Last one. All right, make that fist and release. Leg comes down. Once again, give that foot a little bit of a wiggle or a shake, whatever feels good. Now I'm gonna come off my blocks and sit directly on the ground. We are doing a little bit of an active hamstring stretch here. So again, sit where is most comfortable for you. What I'll do is grab onto the hamstring of my right side, and I'm floating the foot off the mat. My foot's flexed, and I'll just start to lift and lower that foot. Opening up through the hamstring, warming up through the quad. Now don't worry about getting the leg fully straight. Most important part is keeping the thigh and the belly connected. Or of course, if there's a distance between the thigh and the belly, just keeping that distance as is. We're gonna go 2, and we're gonna go 1. Now lift the leg and then hold, and then just start to rock your foot side to side once again. You're just tuning into how that feels. Not as range focused here, we're just moving. And then start to point and flex again. Now from there, I want you to blend those 2 movements as we make some circles. So flex, side, point, in. Flex, side, point, in. Flex, side, point, and in. From that flex, let's reverse the circle. So in, point, side, flex. In, point, side, flex. In, point, side, flex. Nice. Now let that right leg come down. And take 1 or 2 of your fingers just below that right knee. Okay, so you know how it felt rocking the foot side to side. Now we want to try to rock through the knee. So if we place the fingers right under the knee on the bone, and we think about spinning the shin to the left, you should feel a little bit of movement through that bone. and then spin the shin through the right. Right, you'll feel that movement. Now, if you're not feeling it yet, don't worry. It's a little bit funky. It's a little bit weird if you're new to it. So practice, you'll get there. So you will notice my foot's moving, but my foot is actually just moving with the leg. Not moving through the ankle, moving through the knee. One more each side. Nice. Let that leg come back through center. And then once again, we'll sit on the bum, 2 legs straight. Option to take the hands behind the back. You can lean back, make this one a little easier. Otherwise, you can sit upright. Just point the toes, and we'll lift and lower that right leg. Two more. Last one. Good, right leg comes down, give it a little wiggle. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Grabbing onto that left hamstring. Once again, sit anywhere that feels good for you. And just leaning back to the foot floats, giving it a little flex, and we'll start to lift and lower. So with my exhale, I straighten the leg, kicking the heel up, and with my inhale, I bend the knee. Few more here. All right, last one. Lift that leg and then just stay. Once again, we'll start rocking the foot side to side like you're waving at the wall out in front of you. Not super rangy here, just moving side to side, really cluing in to what the movement at the ankle joint feels like. And then let's switch it, go from point to flex. All right, let's add it together. Flex, side, or actually in, point, and side. Flex, in, point, and side. Flex, in, point, and side. Find that flex, spin it back. We're going side, point, in, and flex. Side, point, in, and flex. Finish it off. Side, point, in, and flex. I love it. Give those toes a little bit of a wiggle. Whatever you need. We'll do those hip flexor lifts. So again, option to sit back, make this a little easier. Option to stay upright, fingers tent, toes are pointed, and lift and lower that left leg. We're doing 10 reps. Almost. Last one. Beautiful. From here, let's cross those shins. And just give it a little roll over here. And we can just do some free movement for this spine. So a popular one is always cat-cow. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. And you can flow through that, or you can really move any other way that feels good. At this point, I'm rocking side to side, like I'm bringing my shoulder and hip together. You can make little barrel rolls, little figure eights. Just open up that spine. All right, find your way to neutral. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, belly strong. Keep your hips nice and even, and then just take an exhale. Start to slide your left foot off your mat to the left. Inhale, slide it back through center. And exhale, slide that foot to the left. Working through some internal rotation here. Five more. Last two. Last one. Nice. Left foot comes back through center. Doing the same thing on the right. I'm going to spin around here so you can see. Core tight, shoulders, hips square. Slide the right foot right. Inhale, bring it back through center. Exhale, slide right. And we're trying to keep the hips even as we do this, just so we're not finding deeper range than we have available to us. So we're trying to move through the hip, not compensate through the hip. 5 more. Last 2. Last one. Beautiful. Come back through center. And let's sit back to the sit bones because I realized I forgot that knee movement on the left. So let's go back to that before we move on. So sit to the sit bones. Sit to the sit bones. Take those 2 fingers, place it on the bone just under the knee. Now remember how it felt to rock the foot side to side through the ankle? Doing the same thing, but now we're moving through that knee. So you may notice the foot move, but we're keeping the big toe aligned with the shin. So think about sending the shin to the right and then send it back through the left. Very tiny movement, very small movement. You'll just feel the bone shift through those fingers. Now again, if you're not feeling that shift today, don't worry, keep practicing, it will come. Again, movement through the knee, not through the ankle. That foot is gently sliding side to side on the floor, but it's not going into its full range. Nice. Give me 3 more each way. One more each way. All right, now we can move forward. Find your way back to hands and knees, and we'll step the right foot between the hands. Left knee is tapped down. From here, we'll do a little bit of ankle mobility. So if you do have that soft foamy with you, you can always place it under the left knee for a little bit more love. Otherwise, I'm spreading my right toes. I'm planting through my big toe, my pinky toe, and my heel, and almost thinking of suction cupping that arch up. 2 hands can come to my knees. My core is strong. I take an inhale. I'm pressing my knee directly over my foot, and then I'll press through that big toe, draw back. Inhale, slide forward. And exhale, slide back. Now just be mindful about your mobility. For my friends who have a lot of range of motion, you may have to slide your back knee in more so we can get that range through the ankle and not through the hip flexor. So just meet your body where it is. Keep the heel down, don't let it come up. Try to push directly forward, draw back. 4, 3, 2, last one, come forward and then hold, and now lift the right heel and then lower. We're doing 10 calf raises here in our half kneeling position. Find the full range of motion. Get as high as you can. Next time you lift, stay lifted. Just give me a few little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place it down. Okay, so I'm spinning my left foot to the right and kind of sitting down on my heel. A little bit of a weird position. I'm gonna place my left hand on my right heel and then just press my right knee forward until I find a stretch through the Achilles or the back just above my heel, below my calf. We're just breathing it out. So again, a little bit of a unique movement. Meet your body where it is based on your mobility. Just because I look one way doesn't mean you have to look the same. We are looking for sensation. Rooting the heel down, pressing that knee forward, Take a breath in. And exhale, slide it back. And we'll just come back to a kneeling position. Give yourself a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a wiggle, or whatever you need to do before we reset to the other side. Left foot forward, slight pelvic tilt. I want you to spread out those toes. Press through big toe, pinky toe, and heel. And think about suction cupping that arch up. Now again, some of my friends are gonna stay here. Inhale, push forward, knee directly over that foot. Exhale, slide back. But always welcome to adjust your stance based on your mobility. So you may have to come in a little bit closer so you have access to push that knee farther forward. Meet your body where it is. And remember, soft, foamy under the right knee can be a nice option here for a little bit more support. Trying to find the deepest ranges of motion possible here today. Right? Maybe even getting a 1/4 of an inch deeper with every rep. Feeling that ankle start to work. Last 2. All right, last one, push forward, stay forward, and then start to calf raise. Exhale, lift the left heel, inhale, lower down. Finding the deepest ranges possible today. So we're lifting that heel as high as you can, pressing through all 5 of those toes. Last 2. Last one. All right, heel lowers. Now I'll shift the weight forward. So right foot swings to the left and I kind of sit back onto my heel. Looks a little something like this. And I'm gonna turn around for you guys. So meet your body where it is. I know it's a little bit of a funky shape. My right hand onto my left heel and I push my left knee forward until I feel the stretch through my Achilles or through that lower calf area. Long, deep breaths. Think about driving that heel down. With an exhale, you'll come out. What we'll do from here is find a kneeling position. So I'm sitting on my heels. Hands can come behind you. We can lift up the left knee. Just finding a nice stretch through the shin and through the front of the ankle. And you can swap so that right knee comes up. And if you feel comfortable, you can do both knees. Nice big stretch. With the exhale, let's come out. Start to shift the weight forward and tuck your toes. Now spread those 5 toes on each side, plant them down firmly and think of pulling your heels together as you sit down onto those heels. So now we're pressing the toes to the earth, we're pulling the heels together. We're gonna get a nice active stretch through the soles of the feet. We're just hanging out for a little bit. Now if this one feels too much at any time, you can always take a break and stay with me a few long deep cycles. All right, nice big breath in And big exhale. As we shift forward, maybe you tap out those toes a little bit, whatever you need to do to reduce those sensations. Otherwise, thanks so much for joining me for an ankle and foot session today.